Hello, welcome everybody to this short webinar on DNA analysis. We use the lab D-Analysis and this is their logo. This page is a disclaimer saying that there may be some advice given during this webinar, but that it's ultimately you who decides what to do with the information. You can request a copy to read at a later stage. First, let me introduce myself. I'm Dr. Shania Lee, that's me in the picture. I'm a doctor of complementary and alternative medicine, and I practice functional medicine. I'm based in London, but I'm South African, so I do visit about twice a year. I'm going to talk about DNA testing and how knowing your genetics can help you get more out of your efforts to be the healthiest version of yourself. I'll go over a little bit of terminology, not too much. I'll explain the role of genetic testing and how you may benefit from it. And in the second webinar, we go over another test called hair tissue mineral analysis, which is used as a tool to manage your health and to assess your progress. Epigenetics is the term used to describe the study of how things outside of your body can affect the way your genes work. These are things like stress, sleep, nutrition, even exercise, and these can determine whether certain genes are turned on or off. We want bad genes turned off and good genes turned on. When genes are turned on, this is what we call gene expression, and we only really want good gene expression. Nutrigenomics is the scientific study of the interaction of nutrition and genes, especially regarding the prevention and/or treatment of diseases. Nathan Price from the Institute of Functional Medicine says, interpreting genomic data enables patients to take charge of their health by understanding and controlling their risk factors in their daily lives. Basically, it puts you in control over your destiny. So the benefits of doing a DNA health test. The DNA health test is designed to optimize well-being and health by personalizing lifestyle and diet choices, and where necessary, the use of supplements tailored to offset any particular nutritional deficit that you may be genetically susceptible to. It highlights specific metabolic pathways that may require some extra support, provides recommendations that involve optimization of quantities of certain nutrients, vitamins, and minerals. It also suggests whether an individual may be better off reducing their cholesterol through diet rather than medication. Provides an indication of the degree of susceptibility to the harmful effects of carcinogens. Those are cancer-causing agents that we can ingest through our diet. I like to explain the role of genetic testing in the use of an analogy of using a blueprint to build a house. If you buy a piece of land, you don't just arbitrarily start building. You need to have the land assessed, find out where its strengths and weaknesses are, and then build a house that is supported in all the right areas so that it lasts you a lifetime. Our DNA is the blueprint which determines our susceptibilities and decides where we can support our house that we live in for the rest of our life, which is our body, where it needs that little bit of extra support. And we support our blueprint using nutrition, mindfulness techniques, and movement. I'm going to go over a couple of the genes and how nutrition can affect them to either improve or hinder your health. Here is an example from actual results. In this page, we're looking at insulin sensitivity and the risk for diabetes. But we also look at other panels that will take into account lipid or fat metabolism, methylation, detoxification, inflammation, the need for antioxidants, bone health, and the response to certain foods. So I just want to draw your attention to the first column that says gene name, and at the bottom you see FTO. Right, this is the obesity gene. And almost everybody who sees that they are a risk variant, an AT or an AA, and they see they have a 1.3 or 1.6 times risk for getting type 2 diabetes and obesity, they immediately think that they're doomed to it. And are they? Well, the simple answer is no. You might want to assess FTO if you have a personal or family history of obesity or type 2 diabetes. And the good news is that this particular gene is turned off with as little as 30 minutes of exercise a day. So are you really doomed to your genes? No, you learn how to work with them and make yourself healthy. There is a lot of evidence to show that exercise is a tool that is important. It's just as important, actually, as diet when it comes to how you can affect your gene expression. So, movement is just one part of your healing mechanism. You'd be looking at your diet, supplements, mindfulness, sleep, and exercise. One of the best features in the test is the food responsiveness section. We can tell you whether you are safe supplementing iron, whether you can tolerate dairy, how you metabolize caffeine and whether this will affect your blood pressure, whether you can be a vegan or not, and also whether salt will affect your blood pressure. So if you're considering being a vegan, please check your genes. The FADS1 gene determines whether your body can convert plant oils into the oils that our body uses, called EPA and DHA. If we don't convert these oils properly, they become a pro-inflammatory oil called arachidonic acid, which is good in small doses but not large doses. So you may want to assess FADS1 if you are a vegan or if you're wanting to become one. And if you see you have the C allele, that's the letter C in your code, unfortunately, you will need to get your oils from meat origin. But if you are a double T, then you can be a healthy vegan. So why would you want to assess your DNA? If you have a personal or family history of obesity, diabetes, any kind of cardiovascular problems, actually, osteoporosis, mood disorders like depression and anxiety, and even cancer, you'd want to check your DNA. If you eat a diet that's high in sugar or fats and you want to assess the impact of this diet on your health, you want to check your DNA. If you feel you're reacting to certain foods and you'd like to know for sure, this is a great test. It's used best alongside the hair analysis too, which will then assess your current health and progress. DNA never has to be retested, but the expression of the genes does, and we check the expression of genes either through subjective questionnaires, blood tests, or the use of a hair analysis. So how do you get a sample in? Is it painful? Very simply, we use a swab, and you scrape the inside of both cheeks for about a minute, and that's it. No pain, no mess, no fuss. I'm going to go into the 4 P's of functional medicine so that you can get an understanding of what the future of medicine is going to look like. It's going to be personalized, predictive, proactive, and participatory. You can't get more personalized than your DNA results. Predictive, we check the susceptibilities that you have so that you can intervene early before the disease processes even have a chance to get hold. Proactive and participatory, you then use the information and put into effect the measures that will ensure that you live a long and healthy life. You will work with a team, so there's myself and JP and a few others. So you're participating in your journey to your health. You're not just going along for the ride. So you're welcome to contact me directly. My email is shania@radiantbalance.co.uk. I do have a Facebook page, Functional Medicine International. The link is on the screen. Or you can sign up to my newsletter, again with the link on the screen. I'm looking forward to meeting you all soon, and I hope you're feeling inspired to become the healthiest versions of yourselves.